Falcon Paladin, and everybody listening and watching.
Hello, happy podcast day. We are here for another Falcon Paladin hour. Got stuff to talk about, got stuff to plan, fun stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I'm just gonna fix your camera because I realize you are very off center. If only somebody had
Yeah,
told me.
I know,
Um,
right? If only I'd said something. I'm so inconsiderate.
um, yeah, that's better. Cool.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I think part of the reason why is because I was streaming earlier and all of a sudden my computer just went
Oh,
just
really?
immediately off. Everything off. Wi-Fi, computer, everything. But the light stayed on, and I'm like, okay, so it's on a power outage. What the heck's going on?
That's weird.
S- So I like isolated, the power strip that's back there, and then I was like, maybe it's the battery backup that everything's plugged into. And I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, no lights, probably that. So yeah, I unplugged everything from it and like took it out and plugged it into a known good outlet, and still nothing. I'm like, did it die? I got it like 2 years ago. It's not that old. So then I basically had to Google and be like, how do you reset these things? Because maybe something just got tripped or something along those lines. And so there was a process for it, and I did that, came right back. So then I had to move the desk around and re-plug everything back in, and then I was back up and everything was fine. So it was weird. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a surge and it got tripped because it's supposed to function as like a surge protector as well as a battery backup.
Mm.
Some I don't, but the point of a surge, I guess a surge protects you from the surge, but doesn't necessarily keep you from shutting down. I don't know. Maybe
Honestly,
that's how it works.
I've got, I've got no clue.
Yeah,
I did. You pray to the machine spirit? Uh,
I did not. No, tragically. So
uh,
it'll probably happen again now because I did not appease the machine spirit at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake. Uh,
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say in Warhammer 40K.
mm-hmm.
Anywho's, that was my afternoon.
Yeah, it sucks to have that. Just like everything died middle of the stream. It's like you're only live for like what 5 hours a day at most, usually.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Yep, even less.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be right then. It sucks.
Yep, it sucked, but it's okay. We're back now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and other news I want to say. So I pulled my desk away from the wall to like access some plugs back there and stuff, right? And
Mm.
back there was this bottle of pills.
Your pills, cat pills, kids' sons pills. There's no label. There's no label on that, is there?
Nope,
Well,
no label, nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom, nothing. So they're capsules, and they say RP725 on them, and I was like, "There's probably a database that explains what that is."
uh,
And yeah, it's basically methamphetamines. It's like for ADHD treatment, right?
you know what they are. I was gonna say, given that I know for a fact you have water with you, you should take one on the podcast. But if you know that they're ADHD meds, then we know that they're for your kid.
Yeah, no. No. Yeah. So what's interesting is one, I'm like, okay, so they're probably old as kids, but
Hmm.
two, why aren't they labeled? Three, why are they behind my desk?
Uh huh.
Four, it's a different form factor. It's capsules instead of tablets.
Mm-hmm.
He swapped over to tablets like 6 or 7 years ago. So
Oh,
this isn't,
been there for a while.
they've been there for a long time. And they're not, and I don't ever remember being like, pediatrician, sorry, we lost an entire bottle of controlled substance methamphetamine intended for kids,
Have you
right?
have you or your son, I suppose, ever seen the episode of House where House loses his prescription to Vicodin, and he has to go around his office and his home, and he's left like little stashes all over the place, so
Right,
in
right.
case everyone runs out, like that bottle wasn't full when it got put there, but your son had been putting one away from every time he got a refill, just in case. And
just
then,
in case.
because he has ADHD, did not remember that's where the bottle was.
Hey, it's as likely as anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the big thing. I just don't ever remember being like, so it's a huge deal if you lose an entire bottle of controlled substance medication, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't remember ever having that conversation. I don't remember ever being like, so this is really weird, but, you know. So I don't know. And why isn't there a label on it? How is there not a label?
That
So
are.
I don't know what this is. I'm gonna take it to the local pharmacy and have them dispose of it.
Smart.
But like, but yeah, but otherwise, it's the weirdest thing. What a day.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you're getting set up for a sting operation. Like someone's broken in, left. You should search the rest of the house. Pull every desk out, like everything.
Look under the couches, between the couch cushions.
Uh huh.
Oh, it's another bottle of methylphenidate. Look.
That two bottles. That's intent to distribute. Like,
Gonna put me away for a decade in federal prison now. Oh, no.
yeah.
Yeah, but weird day for sure. Oh, and I guess another thing that's going on. So my daughter's school does this thing for seventh graders, where like the second week of school, they take everyone in the seventh grade and they do like a retreat with them, like at a camping lodge thing.
Okay.
Because so into a meeting where they talk to all the parents, like the reason we do this is because we just find that our students, if they've had interactions with fellow students outside of school, then it helps them to have better interactions with them inside school. If they have another context that they've interacted with them with, then it helps them to develop friendships and help them to be more understanding when stuff comes up and everything else. And I was like, I can see that. That makes sense to me.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. She's just gone. I'm like, I don't know. She's 12. I'm like, oh, that's old enough for like a sleepaway camp, you know. But I'm just kind of like, this is weird. Never done this before.
Which, I mean, surely it's not terribly different to just dropping her off at a mother's and being like, "Bye, I'll see you in a week."
Right. Total. Not. Yes. It's not that she's gone. It's that she's not with
Unreachable.
either of her parents. Yeah,
Right.
and unreachable. They're like, we take the kids' phones. Like they are not on their
Oh,
phones the whole
okay.
time. And I was like, good.
Alright.
I'm down with that.
So you've absolutely unlocked a memory, which is my school essentially did the same thing, I believe.
Whoa. Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just called like school camp. It's a thing that Australian schools do, right? We weren't camping, we weren't in tents, we were in like cabins. And it was like
Yeah. Yeah. I
six
think it's cabins here
bunks.
too.
6 bunks to a room, right? I had
Right.
totally forgotten about this. And the one thing that's coming back to me is a buddy of mine, Sean, uh, did not shit for the entire 3 day trip.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
That's kind of the takeaway. I remember there being like canoeing and archery. Don't remember doing them. Like I remember there were a lot of different things. Like some kids did rock climbing or abseiling, and some did this, and you didn't get to do everything. No idea
Yeah.
what I did. Went on a hike, I suppose, but
Probably. Was he like a shy pooper? He's just like, I can't use this
no,
outhouse.
he
People
had
will hear
like
me.
stomach problems or something.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. It was just general constipation. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But also when that was like year 6, I want to say. So that's primary school here, the very end of primary school. Because then we only have primary and then high school. We don't do middle school. So what year was it? 9 maybe in high school. My history teacher, I think her name was Miss Jackson, was like, "Hey, Wade, I want you and this other boy, Dylan, to go do this special camp." Only 2 kids from the school was going, so it was a chance to meet other kids from other schools. It was set up by the Rotary Club, which is like, I don't even know. It's
We have it here. Yeah.
Oh, you have the Rotary Club?
Hmm.
Okay, cool. So you know what that is.
Sort of.
Sort of. And so I and one other kid, actually, it was supposed to be me and my friend Dylan, and then another kid also named Sean, complained and was like, "But I want to go," and so he went instead.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, weird. I don't know why, but like, oh, did Falcon? Falcon. He's he just left the call, guys. I don't know why. He just left. Uh, what? Uh,
So
did you push a button?
yeah,
Okay.
I was trying to get you back. I made myself big to change my background, and then you disappeared. I tried to get you back, and apparently I exited out of Discord, so we're back now.
Nice. Yeah. Uh, so I remember going to that camp for like 3 days as well, where we met a guy who was like there to give a confidence lecture, and he like did a thing where he like walked in to the room like really shy and like fumbled his words at the microphone and then goes, "Now watch this." And he comes in and he's strutting in and he goes, "Hi everyone, I'm so and so. That's how you do confidence." And then he also included that lecture with, "Don't give out your real name on the internet." Because this was
Oh,
the like mid 2000s. Right?
internet was not a decade old yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody was terrified of bad people on the internet kidnapping you if they knew your name and what city you were in.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So those are the two camps I went on at school. Yeah.
Amazing.
I then for my high school senior year went to a different high school because I'd moved, and I found out that the school I was now going to, their students got to go to Japan, like as part of Japanese class. It's just like, hey,
Whoa, that's way better.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. I get charity sponsored camping trips into the middle of the woods. You guys go to Japan. I think I'm seeing a difference in income levels at these schools.
Yeah, no doubt. Although I guess Japan's a lot closer to you than it is to me, so maybe it's not as big of a deal.
It's still a big deal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Going to a different country is like,
Yeah.
whoa. I guess if you're in Europe, it's not a big deal. But
Right.
for us bigger countries where other countries are far away, yeah.
I don't know. Would you be like, wow, the kids are going to Canada for a field trip? Like,
Kinda.
kind of? Yeah, kind of. You're
Kind
you're
of.
sort of in the
It's
middle.
not like,
Like,
yeah, it's not like insane, but
Mm.
that would be cool. Like, way better than going to like Wyoming.
right. Has
Uh-huh.
has the school ever taken him out of state? Is that a thing that happens? He's like, Salt Lake's like
Oh.
kind of in the middle-ish, isn't it? Like, it's equally far to any of your borders. It's not
Uh-huh.
like,
It's closer to Idaho than Nevada, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, or Arizona. Yes.
right. I couldn't. I don't know. I could picture a school near the border being like, oh, there's something of historical importance just over there.
Mm.
But if you're kind of in the middle, then it becomes a bit of a drive.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Seattle
Okay.
for a choir tour competition thing my senior year of high school. Middle kid's gonna go to California for a marching band competition in April. So, yeah, there are times the
Mhm.
school does stuff to take kids out of state for
Okay.
sure.
Cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Nice. Nice.
Get some independence from your parents. I think it's good for kids.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
could go wrong?
Yeah.
All right. Infinity Castle.
Infinity Castle.
So I had the thing happen to me that happened to you, which is I got part one.
Yeah. Yes.
Now,
It's not fun, is it?
now I knew well in my head I'm like, okay, I know there's probably gonna be another season of the TV show like after Mugen Train. That's fine. I'll be expecting that. But I did not expect that not to finish the things in the Infinity Castle. Like Mugen
Yeah.
Train was done with the train by the end of Mugen Train.
And they had to do a thing after the train with Rengoku and Akaza. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was another thing after the train. Right.
Mm-hmm. They are not done with the Infinity Castle. Spoilers.
Not even close.
No.
Not even close. Yeah. I think it's very funny they call it the Infinity Castle because it's going to end in like 2035. It's going to be a very long time before this thing is done.
The speculative timeline that I've seen is 2029. right? There's a movie every 2 years.
Yeah. And then that's the end, right? That's just Demon Slayer.
I
It's
know that.
over.
Yeah, it ends with a trilogy of movies. So
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know, man. Fine. Fine. I'll allow it.
I don't. I don't think you're allowing. It makes much of an impact this time around.
I could boycott it. I could say I'm not allowing it, therefore I'm not going to see the other two movies.
Just, come on, let's be real.
I could. I'm just saying it's an option. I have free will.
It's true. It's true. You do. Yeah. So, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was good. I mean, it's really no different from just a really blown out episode of the TV show. It's very similar. There's good fight scenes. Okay. The one thing
I know.
you get annoyed at Demon Slayer because of the sense of smell, right?
Yeah,
The superpower of smell that Tanjiro has.
Which I will say, they did point out in this movie. He had a little moment where I can smell gratitude. What is the sense of
Yeah.
what does gratitude smell like, Falcon Paladin?
It's the hell out of me. It's a superpower, man. I don't know. It's not real smell. It's magic smell.
Sure.
So my thing is, they constantly throughout the show they do this where they kill a demon, and then as the demon is in the process of disintegrating into dust, we get the entire backstory for the demon.
Yeah.
And it's never like, and this has been an evil demon for all time. All it's done is eat people and cause problems. No, demons are people. They were human with real families and loved ones and emotions, and they were good people sometimes. And then they got corrupted somehow, some way by Muzan, and he turned them into demons and took their memories away a lot of the time. And now they're evil demons. And you just killed a person who was effectively brainwashed into being bad. Don't you feel great about yourself now? So here's my thing. I appreciate that they have backstories. I do. I like that Akaza has kind of an interesting backstory to him. But can we get it before he dies? Because I feel like if we got Akaza's backstory, maybe after he kills Rengoku, right? You're like, fuck this guy. He killed Rengoku. But then they're like, but here's his backstory where his father was ill and needed medicine. And you're like, oh, okay. And then when we're fighting him later in the Infinity Castle, you're like, holy shit, there's all this emotional weight to this now. But we get it, and then he disappears from the show forever. So I'm like, I'll never remember this again. Like, can I remember any of the backstories of any of the demons that have done this in the show? No, not a single one. Cannot remember anything.
There is, in the Infinity Castle, the kid who was like, oh my god, you must be a reincarnation of Jesus. We're going to start a new cult around you. He is not dead, but we have his backstory.
That is true. That is the one time they've given us a backstory. And it's honestly...
He's not a good person. He's a little sociopath child.
Yeah. So it's like, it doesn't add anything to his character to be like, he's evil now. He was evil before he became a demon. Fancy. Why are we doing this? I don't understand it. Is it like some Japanese storytelling method where this has been happening for centuries and they're just paying homage to it now in this show? I don't understand.
Okay, so because I realized there will be no more seasons coming out relatively soon, I decided I'm going to catch up and just watch it all now. And so I got to episode like 4 where Tanjiro is like, I have to go to the final selection, and demons are afraid of the wisteria plants, which I'm pretty sure they should be carrying around little
wisteria plants all the time.
Like, why are they not?
Yeah.
And in there is a demon who has been eating all of Tanjiro's trainer's adoptive children, who he sends off to go be demon slayers. And he kills them, and then we get that guy's backstory.
Yep.
All right. So it happens. It's a trend that happens very quickly in the show. I know. I'm just laying the groundwork.
Okay.
So I'm gonna Google this to see if anyone's talked about this online. Someone said that the mangaka, when they were writing the story and doing all the drawings for the manga, the way that they described it, this is secondhand, I don't take it with a grain of salt, that they want it's rooted very much in the belief of Buddhists, right?
Okay.
So that when these people die, we're reminded that they were initially a victim of something too, and that when they go to Naraka, which is Buddhist hell, which is not infinite but an unfathomably long amount of time, totally
Mm-hmm.
different, they can be
Totally different.
reincarnated into a new person,
Okay.
right? And so
Yeah.
we get the backstory for them afterwards. So we're reminded that they're a victim, that Tanjiro is here helping these people in some metaphysical way to move on to the afterlife and hopefully be reincarnated as the good person they were before.
Okay. Sure. I mean, can the show make that relatively explicit? Like, because it doesn't. It's like they're dead. Bye. There's no afterlife. We don't talk about
Well,
that at all. There's no
no, no.
reincarnation. It never happens.
Well, here's the thing. The priest kid is like, there's no heaven, there's no afterlife, but the rest of the movie has every other demon be like, oh, and I'm getting help from my dead wife, who's like, oh, I'm sorry you can't come to heaven. And Tanjiro, when he was training to slice a big rock in half, had dead kids come and help him train. There seems to definitively be an afterlife in this show in which spirits can come and like assist in the real world or like make contact. But the one guy whose background we have is like, there's no afterlife. You have to just die if you don't want to feel anything. Praying to God won't help, but there's definitely an afterlife.
It's I don't know, man. Okay. Well, that's the takeaway. My takeaway is fine.
Uh huh.
Like, if this is being framed as yes, these people have tragic backstories and they've been brainwashed into being evil, and by killing them, they're released from their evil brainwashing control that Muzan has over them, and then they can maybe get reincarnated and have a better time down the road. Tanjiro's doing like mercy killings at this point. Dime down.
All right.
Great. I
So
still think we could do that and get the backstory before they die.
it would be nice, but I just
It'd be nice.
it'd be nice. My biggest complaint with the movie is that all of the scenes have like the same generic kind of background where it's like, we broke through one wooden wall and into a room with more wooden walls. Every room kind of looks the same for a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah, they saved a ton of money on backgrounds, which I understand because they work their asses off for everything else in this show.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's cool. I'm down with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, and then I feel. I mean, I didn't go back and check, but I feel like Akaza's backstory is the longest
It's,
backstory of anyone in the entire show. It was like 30 minutes. It was
it
like a whole episode of TV.
yeah, it felt substantial.
It really did.
Uh, Honestly, I think you could take that out of the movie and put it as an episode on its own before Mugen Train, and everything would be fine, right?
Oh man, yes. Or after Mugen Train,
Like,
you're like, hey, this Akaza guy who killed Rengoku, check out his thing. Here's a bonus episode.
I think that would work really well for the show, where you just have episodes that are entirely dedicated to like Demon's origin stories. I think that would be a neat storytelling device where it's just like,
Yeah,
we're taking a break. Here's some origin stories for people you're about to find, and then here you go. Nope, we get it after they're dead.
yeah, and they never come back. They never come back again.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's just so weird. It's so weird. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. And then Tanjiro's the only one who like has any insight that this is happening, right? He seems to be the one. Is it generic empathy? Is he just like, I see these as people and they're dying and it's sad? Or does he actually develop some kind of ability to sense their backstory in a way that no one else does? Because everybody else is like, fuck off, demon. Wah! And Tanjiro's like, oh, no. Like, he has feelings the whole time, right?
Are you suggesting the flashbacks are being presented to Tanjiro at the same time as we are?
It kind of feels like it sometimes.
I I feel like he would definitely talk about that if You know, he'd be telling other
Well,
people,
to who? The Hashira? He's like, hey, these demons that have been murdering people and are the whole reason we exist to kill,
yeah.
they actually have tragic backstories
Well,
that only I can see. And they're like, sure, Tanjiro.
look, that I mm, I don't think that like the Hashira would be surprised to learn that these were people once. Like they know how demons are made. They're like,
Mm,
your blood
that's
gets
true.
mixed with the demon. It's fine. Like if we understand the process. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's a crazy thing to reveal to them in the same world of like, oh, if I breathe really still, I can see the veins in the transparent world, you know?
Yep. But I mean, no one else can do that. I'm just pointing this out. These are all Tanjiro special abilities we're talking about right now.
Right, but Tanjiro's special abilities are at least explainable to other people. Like other people have similar things because his dad did something similar, right? So it
Yeah,
assumes
but it wasn't widely known.
right, but like Akaze, he has his spirit force magnets and stuff. Like he detects the same thing. Tanjiro has a thing where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe this guy's hearing and is like my smell. You know, other people can access this thing in a different way, but we're all tapping into a similarly sourced thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
Again, okay, so assuming they'll believe him, which okay, I'm on
mm,
board with that.
okay.
I'm not sure they give a shit.
No,
Like I don't
no,
think they're like, "Oh man, I should have feelings for these demons as I kill them."
no. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think. One, I don't think Tanjiro is seeing these people's backstories.
Okay.
Even if he did tell them and it did convince them, they do have a jail. Like they have a hill surrounded by wisteria. You can just throw demons and be like, suck it. Like you live there.
Yeah, could do. They never really talk about doing that, do they?
No,
No. It's all beheadings. All beheadings.
all beheadings.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? So Zenitsu is
Yep.
apparently competent while awake now. So that's a
When
big
did
step in his character development.
when did that
I don't
happen?
know. I
Okay.
really don't know. As far as I remember, he wasn't doing this the last time I saw him.
Okay.
Oh, he figured something out
Hmm.
off screen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care about his little
Duel.
story with. Yeah.
I thought it was neat, but from what I understand, all of that was kind of new information.
Yeah.
So it's like again, if that had been peppered out, like Zenitsu had like this rivalry with this other kid, and we learnt about this guy's seppuku by himself when nobody was there to be his second.
Yeah.
Those are the bones of a gripping story, right?
But for them to be like care about what's happening now because of something that happened before that we're telling you about now is tough. That is tough storytelling.
We got that guy's backstory before he died, though. Like,
That is true. That is true. And it is kind of interesting to have someone who's trained as a Hashira become a demon.
mm,
That's not something that have we seen that before?
I don't think so. Not that I
I
know.
don't think
Like
we have.
I haven't seen a
That
lot
was
of the
kind of
actual
neat.
show, so
Yeah, I'm just again, it's been over the past decade it's been out. So I mean
right.
it's hard to remember everything as it came. And I didn't rewatch a lot either. So I think so. I think it's the only time that we've seen somebody trained as a Hashira who's also a demon.
Mm.
So that was neat. I like that.
I thought it was a bit strange. Oh, the season one aired in 2019, so it's only been 6 years, not even a decade.
It was before COVID. It was effectively last
Okay, it was
20 years
1999.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fair. I was just curious. I wasn't being like, well, I'm
Mhm.
actually. Um,
No, that's fair.
what was I going to say? He was made one of the upper six, right? It's like I drank a ton of blood, and now I'm the upper six, and you had the cool eye things going. But
Mhm.
because since I've just started rewatching it, it's also like, well, demons become more powerful the more people they eat.
Yeah, they do.
But this guy got made into a demon yesterday off screen.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
think it's that, and they talk about too that if you bring somebody in to be a demon who already has
mm,
the ability to do thunder breathing or whatever,
right.
then it's more powerful if it works,
Mm-hmm. That's true.
but it's also a more difficult process. So I think he just brought a bunch of his own stuff with him.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we do get all of the backstory, sad backstory of like Akaze as he's dying, and but they never point out. I mean, like, oh, also to live for the last 40 years, he ate 6,323 people. you know,
Oh yeah, yeah,
they always fail to bring that bit up.
yeah. I mean, they did a couple times expressly be like, and then I spent like a century just killing people.
Mm.
Like, I think that's part of the movie. They're like, just remember, like, this is what he's been doing.
I
So
suppose.
yeah, I don't know that you're intended to feel, like he's redeemable, but I don't know. I mean, it does. It kind of seems like he gets to go to whatever heaven is in this world, right?
Um,
Because like he sees his fiance and he sees his master and he sees his dad, and they're like, "Come home, son. It's time to go."
right, but there's a moment where one of them says, like, you can't come to heaven with us, but we can still like get you to where you're supposed to be. Like, we can still get you to rest.
Yeah,
Even though you can't come to heaven.
yeah,
Um, and like Zenitsu sees the old man on the other side of the water, and it's like, wow, who's holding me here? I just want to die and go see my master. It's like,
yeah.
definitely
There's
different
a
planes
lot
of
of
existence.
so many ghosts in this show. So many
A lot
ghosts.
of ghosts,
A
but
lot of ghosts in the Infinity Castle. Yeah.
except for that one demon who swears there's no such thing as an afterlife. So
Yeah, right. That guy. He's just wrong. He is just wrong. Yeah, and I don't know, like Zenitsu being like, I sure wanted to be friends with you, guy who's hated me from the moment we met and never stopped hating me ever once for 1 second.
uh
Like, I'm gonna be sad when you die, and it's like, okay, but also that guy sucks. like all the way down. There's nothing like redemptive about this dude.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of nice that Zenitsu figured out like his own breathing technique. That was fun.
Yeah, he invented the first seventh form for lightning breath. Neat.
Sure.
Was
Off screen again. Did we miss?
Did you miss this
Is
season?
there like another movie that they had that I just didn't see?
Maybe at this point, honestly, maybe.
Well, I mean, that's supposed to be a surprise. The fact that he developed a new form of thunder breathing surprised the dude, and I think it was supposed to surprise the audience too. Yeah.
But like, since I haven't seen the show, was the fact he could only use the first form established?
Okay. Oh yeah, certainly. Yeah, it's really sad actually because he works his ass off to do the first form. That's like all he can possibly do. Like it's the extent of any of his abilities is to figure out the first form. And that's it, man. He's like, I don't think I'm ever getting anything else. And Tanjiro's like, oh.
It took Tanjiro 2 years to figure out how to breathe. Like that's before you get to a form. So, Gambare, keep it up. Like you can do this.
Yeah, certainly.
And he does.
He does. Well, sort of. Like I don't know what it says that he figures out his own form of breathing, but can't learn the second through sixth forms at all. Like, what does that mean?
Don't know. It means nothing.
I don't know.
It means absolutely nothing.
Anywho, good job, Zenitsu. You're not a whiny baby all the time anymore. Nicely done. Good job.
Wait till the next movie where all he does is whine that, oh my god, I nearly died. I'm not gonna die. I'm still gonna die.
Oh man, not wrong. Oh yeah, and then he got like thunder cracked. Like his body's got hit by the fourth thunder breathing form, and now his skin is splitting apart.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. Yeah.
He's gonna have some rad scars if nothing else.
Yeah, chick stick scars too.
It'll
help him.
It's true.
Yep. Yeah, so I mean this is what the movie is. It's just fights between characters who have connections and backstories to each other, and it's real nice the Infinity Castle arranged it this way because not one person's like, huh, I've never seen you before. I guess we'll fight now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Although technically Insect Hashira hadn't met
but
upper two,
was
but
looking
knew
for him.
about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Since I thought I did not know this was going to be a part one, I was surprised where like the movie opens with this like buff dude with the axe and like the chain, and he
Yeah.
spends literally the rest of the movie just running. Like
Yep.
I was
He
like,
doesn't
oh
fight anything.
no.
Wow.
Well,
Lesser demons.
he smashes a couple as they're getting like
Yeah.
their feet on the ground, but like they literally cut to him like 3 or 4 times, and he's just running the entire time.
Yeah. Who's he hanging out with? Because it's also the Hashira pair up. Like they're with another
Mm.
Hashira for the most part.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know
I don't know her
either.
name. I can name like 6 people in this movie, and
Not that one.
not that one. No.
Yeah, that's fair. But then Insect Hashira girl is alone. Like she ends up. That's interesting, right?
Mm. Yeah. I mean,
I guess Zenitsu's alone too, so I guess it's not just her.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I think she loses. Did you think she was going to lose?
When they explicitly said that she can't decapitate demons, I was like, oh, well, that sucks.
That's tough. Yeah. Yeah, that was really tough. It's like she's support then? Like she's got to go out with someone who can decapitate demons, and then she can like poison them and chop off their limbs and stuff, and then someone else comes in for the final whatever, right?
Yeah. Like,
How can you be a Hashira and be support? Like, how do you get the full rank if you can't do the job?
well, I mean, that's like, I don't know, saying that you can't have master white mages or heal like priests in World of Warcraft. You can't be counted as a proper guild member because you're a priest. All you do is heal.
No, but every other Hashira can do the job.
Have we met all the Hashiras?
I think so. There's only like 6 of them, and like 3 of them have died. There's not that many.
Well, it sounds like those other 3 couldn't do the job either.
Ooh. Yeah, I kind of. What's his name? The demon that absorbs her.
Oh,
Upper 2. Name is Doma. There we go. Not hard to remember. Doma.
Toma.
I'm kind of interested in Doma's whole thing.
Yeah.
Because he's like encouraging.
Mm-hmm. He's so nice. He's like, you've got this. Just try a little harder.
Yeah. He's like, I'm so inspired by you getting up after I absolutely mutilated your body. That's amazing. Way to go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this worse? Like, is this worse than a demon who's talking down to you and insulting how weak you are the whole time? It kind of is. It's amazing. It's really amazing writing. I like it a lot.
It's fun.
It's such a difference. Yeah.
Uh,
And it's even hard to tell if he's being sincere sometimes. Like, is it all mocking? Or is he, like, honestly moved by the stick-to-itiveness of the people he fights? You know what I mean?
I think I think it's sincere. I think he's like genuinely.
I think so too.
I think his role as like cult leader imbued him with like the need to raise other people up as much as he could, because there's nowhere that they can really go to him. So he's like, when these people who are sick and frail and they come to me to pray and there's nothing, I just have to be overwhelmed with joy when they are able to just stand back up, you know?
I guess. Just spent the last few centuries just doing that, and it becomes second nature. Yeah. Yeah, that was tough.
Sorry, I found that guy's Wikipedia page, and I just went straight to trivia to see like what else is weird about this guy. And it's like, here's his hobbies: he likes smoking tobacco from a water pipe, dancing, and taking sake baths.
Of course, alcohol baths, everyone's favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
says
great.
in regards to his last hobby, he used to enjoy drinking sake as a human, but does not drink it anymore due to his demon biology. So he can't drink it, so he'll bathe in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, dude.
Whatever you're into. I actually found Reddit was talking about how Akaza hates Doma,
Mm.
like with all of his passion. Like he hates him so much. And I was like, what's the backstory there? That's interesting.
I mean, it's got to just be that like that guy's a higher rank, so he's more powerful. But
Mm,
Akaza's whole thing is being the strongest.
yeah,
Um,
probably right.
and that guy, every time he's tried to challenge him, he's like, "Wow, you did so well, but I still."
Yeah, I bet Akaza hates that. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sad because poor insect Hashira is like, my poison's not working. I
Mm-hmm.
brought like 10 to this party and not just your stupid demon physiology can neutralize them immediately. This sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rough.
Yeah.
And then little trainee Hashira shows up and is like, I'm going to stick around and try to kill you. It's like, what are you doing? I'm fairly sure your boss was like, get the hell out of here. This guy is going to kill you. And she's like, I got my little sword. Let's go. What?
Don't worry, she's one of the ones that can decapitate, so it's fine.
She's not any bigger than what's her face, though. I don't know.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah, they're rough. The movie end like that story ends on the for the movie with her being like shakily standing there, bleeding out, and
Mm-hmm.
having her sword up, and it's like,
Va-
what is happening?
valiant effort. Soon to be dead lady.
Soon to be eaten lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is creepy how Dome was like, man, I love fighting, killing, and eating women, especially. It's like, all right, man.
All right, dude.
What?
Calm down.
Come on. Ugh. What are we missing? Oh, so I had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
So they give us some pretty long scenes with Tanjiro's dad in this movie, right?
Right. Yeah.
We get a lot with him where we didn't get a ton with him in the TV show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the physical similarities between Tanjiro's dad and Upper One are many. There are many physical similarities between these two.
Uh-huh.
But to the point where, like, if they were like, surprise, Upper One is Tanjiro's dad, we'd be like, yeah, you were telegraphing it. No one's surprised by this. So it can't be, right?
I this movie does not have a lot of Upper One. I'm assuming it's the
Mm-mm.
guy with 6 eyes, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that turns out to be plot twist, it's Tanjiro's dad. It's gonna be so telegraphed
I know.
that it doesn't make any sense. But if it doesn't make any sense, then it's all the bigger twist for doing it anyway. I don't know.
It loops all the way back around.
I'm gonna assume no. Yeah, he's gonna be like his evil twin brother. That's all it is.
Yeah. He wears the same frigging coat and his hair is the same.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
It's his uncle then. I'm like, oh, that's my uncle. Like,
It's his grandpa.
yeah, because he's a demon.
Ooh.
It's the first
that'd
of
be
his name.
good.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. I would be okay if it's his grandpa for some reason. That's less stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair. Anywho, Tanjiro figures out how to
See the transparent
stop
world.
giving
Oh,
but also in addition, stop giving off
battle
like a
aura.
sense that
Yeah.
battle aura that he wants to kill the person he wants to kill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
Handy for this fight. Like I don't know how handy it is against anyone else, but
Well, I mean, if he ever fights the bullhead guy, then yeah, it'll help there too.
good old Inosuke.
I assume that because I think that's where like the whole like my smelling and this guy's fighting spirit magnet or whatever are all kinds of the same thing. I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is going to be helpful in a lot of fights. But when I was watching that, I was like, "Oh wow, Tundra! I'm so glad you're able to have that epiphany while this other guy dies in front of you." Like that's where I thought this was going to happen.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. It was not a good fight for anyone. That was a tough one.
Yeah. Um, yeah, good on him. Starting rewatching the anime, I noticed that his initial like superpower is he can smell, and that gives him a line from the tip of his sword to like the enemy weak spot, and he's
Hmm.
not doing that now.
Certainly not.
So
Not at all.
I assume he gets a blocked nose. Uh,
It's just assumed. They're like, we don't want to animate this in every fight. Just that's what he's doing. Okay.
okay, so it's not even addressed that when he swaps from like water breathing to fire breathing, that like that doesn't work anymore.
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh well.
Nope. His sword is directed towards weak points of enemy. It's just happening. Check it out. We don't have to draw the line anymore. It's just he's good at this now.
Sure. That's fair.
I think.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I did think it was really funny when he figured out how to be basically invisible to Akaza, and he's like coming up behind him,
I'm gonna cut your head off. Yeah.
and the Hashira is with is like, "What the hell, dude? Why are you giving yourself away?" And I knew it was coming. I leaned over to my daughter and I'm like, he's gonna yell
Yeah.
something because that's Tanjiro. That's how he rolls. He's
That's-
gonna be true to himself here.
Yeah.
And he did, and I was like, oh, there we go.
I do
Character consistency.
I do kind of like it as a I've figured this thing out. It doesn't matter. I'm going to dominate you, and because then he does. He cuts his head off, but it doesn't matter because that turns out that demon can fight without his head attached.
Yeah, impressively.
Yeah, I did really like it for the first like half second where he just grabs his head before it can fly off. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
that's clever. That's so
And he-
cool. And then
Yeah,
the other
he
guy
puts it
throws
back
his
on.
sword and bounces it off. I'm like, oh, good, we got it. And then it's like, oh no, he can just resist the power of a
Yeah.
sun-infused sword. It's fine.
It's fine. Well, and it seems like the only way to defeat Akaza is if he gives up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as long as he wants to keep fighting and getting stronger, he can't be killed.
Seemingly.
So, good thing he got his memories back then, because that's the only thing that ever made him want to give it up, you know?
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does just make you wonder how you're going to kill the upper two and upper one if 3 is effectively immortal, right?
Mm. You gotta hope that it was just a specifically just him thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they're setting it up, though, where, like, if they just chop off upper two's head and he dies, I'll be like, huh. A little disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess we'll find out in 2 years.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to the next one. Infinity Castle.
Yes.
And
the
then-
Infinidius.
No, Infinidius is the third one.
That one's later.
Yeah. Good times.
Oh, man. Definitely good times.
Should we go into Warhammer?
We should. Let's do it.
We should. What did we read, Falcon?
We read Lords of Mars.
Yeah.
Does this book takes place on Mars? No.
But are there Lords
Still
of
not.
Mars there?
Yeah, at least a
Okay.
couple.
Yeah, at least two.
Yeah.
Even if one's only just in it, technically. See, this is part 2 of the what's the series called? Forges of Mars. If you get it in the omnibus to save some money, that's probably. How does it delineate? Does it have like a cover page being like, "This is the next book. This is where the next one starts"?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just takes an entire page and goes,
Dun, dun, dun.
Gods of Mars. Like this.
Okay.
Like goes, now you're in the next book. It's hard to miss.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this entire book consists of 2 trips to a planet that go poorly for well, not to a planet. 2 trips to 2 different planets. Like they take a trip to one planet, it goes awful. So they go again and it goes awful, and then they go, okay, let's leave. Oh well, we have to. So let's go to this other planet, and they get there and it goes, oh, that was terrible.
A lot of people have died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super terrible.
Super not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
There's a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of ideas that are explored. There's a lot of stuff that happens. There's a lot of like Graham feels like he's not within the existing bounds of 40K, so he can kind of experiment with weird stuff that he couldn't do inside 40K.
A little bit. Yeah.
Right? Because there's a couple things that happen where even the characters are like, when we get back home, I don't know if this is going to keep going on. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's just like they're on vacation or they're in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, you know? Yeah.
So in specific, there is a servitor revolt, and like the bondsmen rise up, and basically all of the slaves on the Speranza are like, we want better working conditions. We want rights.
Better food.
And better
Remember
food.
when last week I said better food?
Yeah.
I was like, that's right. I know how these guys are thinking.
I remember you telling me that, and I'm like, oh man, he's going to love the second book. That is all what you're saying. It's like, well, slaves will last better if they're not, beaten to death and they're fed properly.
There you go. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, the Cadian commander is like, would you rather command over a regiment who's been pressed into this and hates you, or a regiment that is taken care of and sees you as a leader? Like, come on. This is not hard. Friggin' stupid Adeptus Mechanicus. You're really dumb sometimes. Yeah.
Ugh. So we get what's his name? Ishmael is the servitor, so it's Locke. What's his name? It's what's the machine touched, the guy with the robot arm. Crap. Can't remember his
Abraham?
name. Abraham, yeah. Abraham has his little pet psychopath.
Yep, the Arcoflagellant.
The Arcoflagellant, yep. He takes a mind trip into his head. I really like that, because we get this whole, like, well, they don't make nice people into Arcoflagellants, right? He's like, well, yeah, I kind of know that. And at the end of it, he's like, I should really figure out what this guy's deal was. And then he does, and then wishes he never did.
Honestly, when they said they don't make nice people into Arcoflagellants, I was like, but what if sometimes they do? Who's going to tell? The Arcoflagellant's not going to say anything, right?
Right, I suppose, yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
But not in this case. No, that's not what happened.
Not in this case. We get a really cool little short story about how this guy used to be like a high-ranking cardinal in the ecclesiarchy and did some really awful shit. And so they were like
for centuries, like for a really long time, over a whole sector of the galaxy. Yeah.
And then they were like, well, I guess he can repay the Imperium by becoming an Arcoflagellant and killing its enemies. And internally, that guy's just like, oh, sweet, I get to strip away the facade of being a human.
I can just kill as much as I want and not have to worry about it. This is the best.
Oh, Graham.
It's pretty great. They, like, from a storytelling perspective, just in order for Abraham to understand what's going on with the Arcoflagellant and, like, understand that, yeah, we should probably put this thing away, all he needed was the information, the experience, the firsthand whatever is going on here of the bad stuff that he did. Right? I don't think he needed to experience the process of being turned into an Arcoflagellant where they're intentionally trying to make it as painful as possible because they really hate this guy. Like, they didn't need that. I think Abraham could have figured out what was going on with the other half of the experience without that one, is all I'm saying.
It's
Because
Warhammer.
that didn't
It's
it didn't teach him anything.
it told him what it felt like to have your hand cut off and your eyes burnt out.
Yeah. Okay, that didn't help him make the decision. If the experience had been, here's him, now I know what it felt like when he was turned into an arcoflagellant,
hmm
and then he doesn't get the rest of it, what does he do? The
He's
rest of it's the whole
I
shebang.
think you could make the point that because the only reason he really goes in there is that the Cadian commander is like, aren't you a bit of a hypocrite with your own little slave back there? If
Hmm.
he goes through that and goes, oh, well, let's have a little bit of empathy for what this slave went through, because it's
Yeah.
clearly unrecoverable. Like, you can't undo what you did to make this thing. And he gets just that. I think he can also come out and be like, well, I should not have this thing. He shouldn't be out running around. What was done to this person was awful. And he still just puts it to sleep. I think you get the same thing.
Well, I think if he finds out that the arcoflagellant was a good person before he got turned into a monster, that he tries to free him, right?
Mm. Hmm. Well, that's different to the experience of making him into an arcoflagellant, right?
What do you mean?
So, your initial point was like he didn't need the experience of having his hands cut off, right?
Yeah,
But that's part of being how you make an arcoflagellant.
it is. But I'm
Right.
saying it didn't help him make the decision of what to do.
Right, but then but that's irrelevant to whether or not he's good or bad, right? Like if it turned out that this guy was a homeless man who was in prison for stealing a loaf of bread for his kids, and they decided to cut off his hands, I feel like that would have the result. But if he was an awful person, it would have a different result, right? But if from the context of do we need him to feel like him get his hands cut off? That is morally ambiguous. Like if you don't need the why he got there. I feel like if we weren't given that information, he would still put him away. Like if he didn't know if he deserved it or not, but did know he went through something awful like they are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that.
But we get both, so we know he's awful and
Correct. Correct. We
Yeah.
do. We get all of it.
Yeah.
Dude, that scene where they're packing him away again in the ice chest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not literally an ice
It's
chest,
just
but you know, they
yeah.
put him on ice, right?
Yep. Yep.
The tech adept, the adeptus who puts him away, I'm like, why are we getting this scene? He's alone.
Right.
Something's gonna go wrong. But then he was smart. He like makes sure everything's secure. He doesn't take his eyes off the damn thing as he's backing out of the room. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
And then we're fine. And I was like, oh, it's the horror trope, but the person's being smart about it, so nothing bad happens. It was an interesting, like, this wasn't even a whole chapter. It was like part of one chapter. Graham's like, check this out. Did you get that feeling? Because I was like, why are they showing us this? He's gonna die.
I didn't get the feeling that he was gonna die, but I did really like that
Okay.
he like spat on the bloody handprint to open him up, and he's like, "Let's get that off here," so nobody runs in and was like, "This is where you put your hand." I'm like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
clever." It's like,
That's what I'm saying. Like all the way down, he's just making good choices.
yeah. I thought that was a good choice. I did not get the horror movie. It's like, oh, he's alone with the monster.
Okay.
No, but then again,
all right.
at the same time, I've read these books before. Like,
Right. So you knew nothing was gonna happen.
yeah.
I'm just saying, from a story perspective, having the arcoflagellant somehow break free and run around the depths of the Speranza, along with everything else that's going on in this book, is like par for the course.
Right.
Why not? The friggin' Eldar are running around murdering people all the time. Why not have an arcoflagellant randomly murdering people too?
Why not? I could have sworn in the last book, Graham said it was only because they were in the Halo Scar that the Graviton cannon did not destroy the Eldar ship, right? Otherwise, it would have pulled it apart instantly.
He did say that, yes.
And then in this, they're like, "Oh, the Eldar are living in the below waterline decks because their ship got destroyed."
Yeah.
Just change his mind a little, like. Just something I'm going to point out. Doesn't matter. Literally does not matter to the story, but like,
No.
something I noticed.
Yeah, it's a good point. Because I did have that thought. I was like, wait, why are they here? Because they didn't get blown up. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, man. They're on the ship now.
They're on the ship. Um, they had a conversation with Rabute.
They did.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
liked that because it's just all of a sudden Roberto's like, someone's watching me. What the hell? And he's like, all right, well, I can be driven insane by knowing someone's keeping an eye on me for the next however long this happens, or I can just go meet it.
yeah.
Like, I'm intentionally going to get myself lost in the ship, and they'll show themselves, and whatever's going to happen happens. Let's do this. That
Yeah.
was good.
It was smart. I really liked their interaction where it's like, oh, surprise, I can speak a little Eldari.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't buy that. She doesn't believe that at all. She's like, you might be able to mimic some of the sounds that we make, but you'll never learn our language.
I mean,
Right?
yeah, she's.
Even after he responds to her
Mm-hmm.
with like perfect like phrases that make sense. Like he's not just parroting stuff he's heard.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
She just will not accept this.
No, she's not gonna take smack from a monkey.
No.
It's just not happening.
No. It's like Koto just being unable to at all fathom the idea that the bondsmen want to be treated better. That they have any right to make any demands. He cannot see them as that.
Right, they're on it
Right?
to just slave away until they die. Like, what's the
Yeah.
deal?
Yeah, and that's exactly how she sees any human is that they are apes, they are monkeys, they're not capable of reaching any of the heights that we have reached as Eldar, even if they think they can. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and then they kind of brainwash him and turn him into a secret assassin. So that's
yeah,
exciting
he's
for
gonna
Wabute.
he's gonna be a double agent. How did you feel about Rabute's backstory about like not really being a rogue trader? And then,
Not surprised.
um, yeah,
And then Koto being like, "Yeah, I knew, and I don't care." Fantastic.
yeah, plot twist. I made him one. You know?
Yeah, that too.
I fixed it. Like it's just whatever. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah. If he's like, first of all, Blaylock, you think I didn't know? You think I didn't absolutely scour the background of every single person on this ship right now? Come on, man. You're the only smart person here. Yeah, that was good.
Ooh, how are we feeling about Galatea at the end of this book?
I feel bad about that dude the whole time since he was initially introduced. Just constant bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, constant bad's a good way to put it. I mean,
Holy smokes, he's a horror movie villain without a doubt.
so poor Linya Tycon, I think she's burnt to a crisp, had her legs amputated. It's touch and go. Her dad is like, I'm taking all the pain sensors for her so she can like try to deal with this thing. And he's reading to her, and then he gets called away for some duty and comes back and is like, oh, there's a lot of dead bodies outside the hole. Runs in and it's like,
Medical wing, everyone's dead. That's
yeah.
not good. Yeah.
And then runs in and finds Galatea like, just slipping your daughter's brain into my jaw. I'll be having that.
As I do all the time. I told you she was special. Shit. And I like they've established that no one can do anything about this. Like, everyone's pissed off. Everyone hates this thing. But they can't kill it. They can't get it out of the ship. They can't wrest the control it already has over the ship away from it. They're just...
You just gotta let it have your daughter's brain.
Yep.
Ugh.
Insane.
That's awful.
That was the Warhammer part of the book. There's always one part of every book where it's like, and this is the Warhammer of it all. And that was it. Because, like, there are chapters where it's like, she's severely injured and we thought maybe she was going to die, but she's probably going to pull through. And We had to, amputate her legs, but we'll give her legs that look human because she really cared about looking human. And
Mm-hmm.
Dad can't wait to get her back and helping him with all this astrological stuff that they were doing together, and it's going to be great. And
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, nope, none
No.
of that matters.
I love that we get, like, right before that,
Oh,
we get a little bit from his perspective, where it's like, well, I was just going to clone myself to have a successor, someone who's willing to help me out with exactly what I want. But
yeah.
looking at all these astronomical miracles in the sky, I had a little astronomical miracle of my own, and it's this tech priest who's found, like, real human emotion in something, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's like, oh, and she's growing up so smart. She's like battling wits with tech priests twice her age. It's great.
She keeps running away from schools to come hang out with me. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's her brain in a jar. Oh,
Ugh.
oh,
And
great.
her whole intelligence being subsumed by whatever the hell this AI is. And maybe every once in a while she'll be allowed to come up for air and say something, but probably not.
Probably not.
'Cause she's probably incredibly pissed off right now.
Oh, goodness grief.
Oh. Yeah, so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because the story structure is like, okay, she's hanging out in a Titan and it
Falls
ends
into
up
lava.
in some lava. It's real bad.
Well, technically, it hasn't left the soil yet, so it's magma. I'm using the.
That was so funny. What does he say? Hold on, I have this. I highlighted it. Where are my annotations? Yes, technically it's still underground, so I'm calling it magma and not lava, but that's beside the point.
Oh, that's funny.
So good. But like storytelling wise, something bad happens and the person's probably going to die. And it's like, okay, I'm prepared for they die.
Mm-hmm.
So sad. Or they recover and maybe they're not as strong as they were before. Maybe they have some disabilities or maybe they make a full recovery. Those are the options,
Right, like
right?
maybe there's some like mental paradigm shift where they're like, "Oh, it is
Yeah.
not safe for me to be going down there at all. I want nothing to do with this crusade." You know,
Yeah.
there's like
Yeah.
some crossroads need to be breached with as consequences of these actions, but you fully expect them to be Linya's consequences for her to deal
Yeah.
with.
Yes, correct. Yeah, it's like making a movie like you take Scarface, where it's this guy who becomes a drug kingpin,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's making all these terrible decisions, and you're like, well, there's got to be the consequences of his own decisions here that eventually that's how the story ends. But instead, like, he's walking to the bank one day and he gets hit by a car. Like, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that makes sense story-wise for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's life sometimes. Like, that's the Warhammer of it all.
Well,
Yeah.
we do know that it is possible to have her subconscious or her conscious brain rise to the surface within the AI. So technically, she's not out of the story, but it's
She's
like,
not.
like,
But like I said, she's very mad, and I assume if she's given the chance to say anything, she's just going to be ranting and railing about this dude the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, Galatea can't take disagreement.
no,
Right? There was that one brain he was talking about that was disagreeing about something they were doing, and he just like retired it because he's like, this guy sucks. Boof, he's gone.
pretty much.
So someone who is at her core horrified and disgusted at being part of this little crew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she gets to be awake. I don't think he brings her up at all.
Seems unlikely.
Like maybe he brings her up and is like, if you can behave, I'll let you come up for air every once in a while.
Oh,
Right?
right.
If you can be pleasant, we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just gonna be screaming at me the whole time, I'm not gonna let you up.
Right.
Blah.
I'll let you chat to your dad is the carrot instead of the stick. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
That is horrible. So horrible. And that's how the book ends too. The book's like, this horrible thing happened. The end. And I'm like, oh, I mean, not well.
No,
A couple more scenes.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Right.
But yeah, yeah. Ugh.
And you know, Space Marines still don't care about them. I'm sorry you lost your apothecary, but wah. Um,
Dude, these are the least human Space Marines we've read in a long time.
uh-huh. Yep.
Like years at this point. Yeah, I'd forgotten. Like I'd forgotten how bad it is when Space Marines are just written as freaking robots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh, who else do we need to touch on? Oh, we finally met what's his name? They're looking for him. He's the
Yeah.
Archmagos
Telloc.
Telloc. Yeah, he's like a giant
Yep.
crystal monster now.
Yep, sure is.
Neat.
I don't know. Like, there's a whole opening to this book where basically I think it's Telloc's or
Mm.
Telloc's monologue.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I have ascended. All those stupid Adeptus Mechanicus are digging around in the rocks for little bits of technology that they don't understand, and they lock it away a lot of the time and don't even try to figure out what's going on with it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're monkeys, right?
Calling me a god
I'm
is not my well, what's the line? It's like it's not. I'm not like being grandiose when I call myself a god. It's just humble. It's just fact. It's the
yeah,
only title that befits me now.
yeah, yeah.
So we get his
So that
deal.
was cool.
Um,
Yeah. Well, and first though, I guess we kind of skipped over this part. They find the ship that he took
oh,
from
mm,
Mars or wherever,
right, his ship,
and it
which
is planted back down
mhm,
vertically
on a
like it
planet.
landed on this planet, and they're like, that's not how these are supposed to
They don't
work.
they don't do that. Like, what's going on
Mm.
here? Also,
Yeah.
um, it stuck out to me when I was watching Infinity Castle because that ship is called the Tomioka, and the guy Tanjiro pairs up with is Giyu Tomioka. Like it's a Japanese name that Graham gave the ship.
Ah, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I think I looked it up. It was like it's called like Enrichment or something or like Bountiful.
Hmm.
Um, so I guess that's what he was going for.
Yeah. So they try to approach the ship, and there's this defense system that basically mimics whatever you bring to approach the ship and fights you off with whatever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Space Marines fight Space Marine crystal monsters. And like, yeah,
Skitari
guardsmen
fight.
fight guardsmen, Skitaris fight Skitari, Adeptus Mechanicus fight Adeptus Mechanicus.
Right.
They kind of suck. Like they're not great fighters, but there are so many of them, it doesn't really matter.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So they defeat that by having the War Titan leap across a chasm and just kind of blow everything up.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of a Deus Ex Machina thing, but considering what War Titans are, it kind of works.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do like the one time the Space Marines do anything remotely interesting is when they're on the EMAG tether down to the planet. And they're like, "Oh, Kotov made agreements for the rogue trader to be the first one on the planet. Lol, loser." And like, they're like, "We're gonna get there first because we're Crusaders and it's what we do." And then they like, there's a blackout zone around the entire ship, and that's why they have to take the Titan to get there next time because it's the only thing that's not gonna fall over.
Yeah.
And then they crash the ship, and it's like, oh, get wrecked, losers.
Yep.
It's the
That's what you get for your hubris.
closest they get to being interesting in the entire book.
It's true. So they managed to break into the ship. They're exploring it. They're trying to see what's going on. There's all these ancient war servitors that are hanging out that they think are broken, but then they're actually alive.
Mm-hmm.
But just as a big picture thing, they get in there, and then the ship starts to power up, and then a huge energy source from somewhere is heading towards the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did they arrive right when this experiment was happening? Or did their arrival trigger it in some way? Like,
an excellent,
or what?
an excellent question, Falcon Paladin.
Yeah. Do we get there? Do we get the answer in the third book?
I don't remember.
Okay, that'd be nice. Because the coincidence levels of he's been gone for 3,000 years, and we show up just when he's doing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. I don't like that if it's just a coincidence.
Mm-hmm. It also like the book because like Telloc describes himself as a god. It feels like the Breath of the Gods is something he already has like acquainted himself with. Like he knows how to rejuvenate stars.
Yeah.
Um, it does feel a bit weird that they turn up right in time to find the one ship that they know he has that he is now about
Yeah.
to use as an antenna to
Hmm.
trigger it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, what did he use all the other times?
Is this the first time he's done it? I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Tune in next time.
Yeah, so that's the whole big miraculous galaxy-changing thing that happens in this book
Mm-hmm.
is the idea that he can take a dying star, rejuvenate it, and basically turn a dying solar system into a baby one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is every Adeptus Mechanicus who figures out what just happened is like, what? My science? What happened to my science? This
Yeah.
is not supposed to be at all remotely possible with anything we know about physics
Mm-hmm.
and the world around us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's done this before because they do take that trip through like these ruins and they're like, oh, a lot of these buildings look STC formed, but also are like maybe 15,000 years old. I'm like, oh my god, that's pretty Great Crusade. Um,
Yeah.
and so it's like, did he prematurely age the buildings?
Because sometimes they find stuff that's aging, but then it's de-aging kind of at the same time.
Right.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Once again, I feel like this is something that Graham is playing with because it's outside the bounds of normal space for 40K, and then we can never talk about it again if we don't want to because it didn't happen in 40K.
Well,
You know,
I mean, that's kind of all the books.
that's yes. Did we find a way to defeat the Tyrannid Queen? We sure did. Are we going to talk about that again? No.
Also a Graham McNeill book.
Hmm. That's fair. That's a fair point. They just
Yeah.
do this anyway. It doesn't matter where it's taking place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, tune in next time. I don't have anything else left to say about it. When we walk upon the surface of Ex Nihilo, the planet he's named,
Which means from nothing.
From nothing.
Yeah.
It's literally from nothing. Which
Weird name for your planet, dude.
we also know the Breath of the Gods requires fuel. Like they were all standing around looking at like this first planet and being like, Rabute's like, is this planet going to explode? And he's like, no, planets that explode, they fracture along existing tectonic plate fault lines or they collapse or whatever. And then the
Right.
planet exploded, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we know that the Breath of the Gods does not work from nothing.
Yeah. It doesn't track with anything that's going on. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to name your planet.
All right.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, is there anything else? Yeah, I don't know. Just the servitors being able to be talked to and
Right.
kind of convinced to do things.
Like stop working.
Yeah,
It's-
outside of the general hierarchy of what's usually going on, right?
It's not even that you have to talk to them. It's that Ishmael can like command all of them to stand down at the same time across the entire ship.
Right.
He's the machine touched one, maybe.
I guess that must be what's going on. I did appreciate that the way they got Telov. Why can I never get his name?
Telok.
Just Telok. Yeah.
Telok. Yeah.
No.
Kotov.
Nope. Kotov. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kotov. The only way to get a 1,000-year-old Adeptus Mechanicus lord to like agree to any demands given by the bonded and the servitors on his ship is to make the situation where everybody dies unless he does. Like that's it.
Yeah.
He loses the ship. He dies. Everyone dies. That's it. Perfect. Like that's the only way you're ever going to get him to agree to anything. I can't think of a single other situation where he would agree.
Well, here's the thing. We already know he agrees to those kind of tactics because Galatea is holding the entire ship at hostage as well.
Yes, that's the only. Yes, if
I
you want to get him to do what you want through force, that's pretty much all you. That's the only way to do it.
I do wish there was a moment where he like begrudgingly has to go to Galatea and be like, "They're gonna destroy your ship. What are you?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What would you do about it?"
Yeah, or tell Galatea knows what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
At no point is he like, well, let's fix this problem. I
Right.
don't think he even shows up. What the hell? Graham's like, don't forget Galatea's here for this scene, guys.
Right. Forget that he has unfathomable control over all of the hugely ancient technology aboard the ship, but can't control the servitors.
Right.
And maybe he couldn't, and that's why he stayed quiet. And it's like, oh, well, let's. If I speak up now, they'll know my con is up.
Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, that should have done it anyway.
Yeah.
They all should have been like, okay, so Galatea, maybe you don't have as much control over the Spinoza as you say you do. But they don't have that conversation either.
No.
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough when you create a character who's effectively
All powerful.
omnipotent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of have to work around it in different ways, and sometimes you just pretend they don't exist. And that's what we got here.
You know what? It works.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good enough. Did you... Okay, so towards the end, when they land on Telok's planet, right? And there's the giant, like, triple Titan-sized crystal thing, right?
Yeah. And they're all like,
And-
get back in the ship. We have to make a run for it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we're fucked. It's over. There's a part where Kotov looks at it and goes... He says it looks like Galatea.
Does he?
I'm trying to find it.
Go for it. I do not remember that personally.
I know. They split up the landing with the Galatea brain extraction scene. So
Right.
it's either on one side or the other. So it falls apart. It was a deployment.
You didn't highlight this bit?
No.
That's unfortunate.
It is. Maybe not. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't think he did. But I mean, you can find it again later.
Yeah, it's a good thing about buying a book.
Yeah, I could scrub through the audio. It would take a lot more work, but
Well, yeah. But I mean, it's just one chapter. It's not like it's a lot that's going on here.
right.
That is a good moment, though, where Kotov's like, we got this far. I'm not running. And Tana's like, yeah, me too. Like, we came out here to die anyway. I'm not going to worry about it. And then Rabute's like, yeah, shame to not see this towards the end. That was a good moment.
A real stand by your tech priest moment.
Yeah. I mean, they've got their own reasons for doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, Tana's is literally like, well, I don't want to see you die, without me by your side. Like, he has a real, like, if I can protect you, I'm going to try, because I've just been letting other people die the entire time.
Been a lot of that happening, yes. So weird. Where did I get that? Whatever. I'll find it later. Hey, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. All right. Thanks for hanging out for another edition of the Falcon Paladin Hour with Somicron on twitch.tv/Somicron. You can watch it live there every Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you are on Earth. It starts at like 9:30 Eastern time if you're American. And if you want to support the podcast, you can watch it live and subscribe to the Twitch channel or gift a sub or cheer bits or whatever.
It's
You can
true.
also find the VODs at youtube.com/@Somicron. You can subscribe out there too for free, which is awesome. Or you can go to patreon.com/Somicron, pledge there on a monthly basis to support the pod directly, or buy merch at falconpaladin.store. Good way to support things as well. So thanks again for being here. We will catch you a week from now with another book. You probably know what it is. And until